Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of Back to the Future, the game. And after giving it some thoughts, I'm going to decide to play with the mouse from now on. The I think it will just be a significantly better experience to play with the mouse over the controller. There was the controller was acceptable, but barely acceptable for the way this game should play, and I think it'd be significantly better. Uh, Last episode, we got back Doc Brown's notebook, and the DeLorean showed up, and now we're gonna see what we can do with the DeLorean to bring Doc Brown back and save his stuff, I suppose is really the goal we're shooting for right now. That's, I think that's about all we need to do. Uh, so let's continue. So instead of having it highlight and just on the controller, if we press the controller and go back here, you can see there's nothing that can be highlighted, and then until there is something that can be highlighted, and I can't get the DeLorean to line up. Of course, now to walk, I have to click and drag, which is a little bit strange. Normally, you just click in a place and it would walk. They've created two systems here, neither of which are very good. Alright, so what happens when I click on the DeLorean?
Doc?
This thing looks like it's been covered over in ice. Is Doc... Is it frozen or is it hot?
Einstein! Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
The flux capacitor seems dead. Okay. So this will be a good example for the controller. Here, it would just, with the right stick, cycle through all of this. Whereas in the mouse, it's more of a smooth motion of once we highlight everything, we can see. So let's click on the shoe.
Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
We just take the shoe, time switch circuit, time circuit keypad, time circuit display. Let's see.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits.
Let's listen to this.
Marty? Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is. I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
So we can look at our inventory, and it would help to examine some items,
This time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc. This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean Vic.
Photo of George McFly.
I keep this picture of my dad to remind me that even the most hopeless losers can grow up to be pretty cool guys.
We'll just click directly on the tape recorder.
Marty?
Ah!
Let's see, what if I use it? So I've got to figure out.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
We're gonna have to exit. It will help. Let's figure out what these other things are. Hints. Story so far. Really? So at any point I can just see the story so far. That's great that it's that you can do that, but that really should be like a start menu. All these things should just be seeing like the edge of them because they're taking up a lot of the screen. Let's walk this away and talk to Einstein.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
Heine? Well, if he's a dog, perhaps he can tell me who the shoe belongs
What
to.
do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
If I can figure out whose shoe it belongs to, I can figure out what time.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Really gonna just call him Einie the whole time? Liquor store door over here, and arcade door over here, and gate. Let's E Strickland.
Step away from the door! Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
Show her her shoe. Edna Strickland.
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
That was easy.
Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
That dog's got some eyebrows going. So, we've got to convince her
Took you
to
long
tell
enough.
us the date.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
So that tea is not
Have
turned
a
on.
seat, Sonny.
And she probably won't talk to me until the tea is ready.
Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Alright. Let's look at the newspapers.
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
OCD hoarding usually is not this orderly. Let's look at the candy.
Oh, the candy looks older than I am.
We have a radiator.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. Then don't touch anything.
Oops! Solved the puzzle, didn't even mean to. Alright. Let's get to the newspapers. Better to get some solid facts from a newspaper than...
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture.
reference to the movie. What else? What else can we click on? Other pictures over here?
Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
So I didn't have enough time, I think, to do it.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Interesting.
Marshal Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That's not how I remember it.
So, is this top one?
Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing.
Walk around some more.
Einstein brought me that shoe from the past. But when in the past?
Cat trophies.
What are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
If anything's legitimate journalism these days. So can I go to the kitchen door?
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
U! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
Correcting the spelling of taggers. Okay. So let's talk to Edna. See if we can get...
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree! Yes?
When did you
Remember
lose?
when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Hi, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Could those newspapers help me? Yeah, I bet they would.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on the lower things. Is that?
Lieutenant! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
So she knows, like, everybody's name. Must be a small town.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
That is a time that we haven't seen in Back to the Future. But then there's, I guess, a lot of time frames we didn't see in the Back to the Future movies. Where was that speakeasy?
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
So,
Don't let me keep you from your business.
we've got to figure out
You
the
there!
year.
Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
So, we've got our task set in front of us. We've got to go to the video store, I believe. We'll just sneak out.
Would you mind if I stepped out for a minute? I just remembered a video I've got to return.
Do you have to go? I get so few visitors these days.
But
And I'd hate to have to tell my brother, your vice principal in charge of discipline, how rude you were to me. Especially with graduation coming up and all.
Alright, so now we've got to... I think we figured this out. We'll use the radiator. We'll use the binoculars. We'll look at the...
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
We'll see what... Come on, binoculars. What year the
hey,
video
mind if
store...
I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Valley Video. What is that? February 1932. Biff is renting something.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
So I could... Let's see. Let's try the radiator and look at the newspaper.
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Come on, newspapers. Let me figure
Let's
it out.
see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley Police Station. The suspect in the Speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
Carl Sagan is the name of a famous
My
astronomer.
newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out!
Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Hmm. So we're ready to go. Throw some trash into the Mr. Fusion
Marty!
there.
Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
It's probably nowhere near Halloween, so I think it'd be very funny to say I'm dressed up for a Halloween party.
It's a costume. Tonight's the big, Halloween party.
Halloween party? In May? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. You ready to go, Einstein?
Alright.
I've
put
got to
in
turn
the
on the
time.
time circuits first. Time circuits on. Flux capacitor, fluxy.
Let's put in the date.
Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
And off we go to Hill Valley. Well, we're in Hill Valley. We're using the highway. We have to reach 88 miles per hour. Why does it leave flame? Did we make it? So like the movie, are we gonna hide the car behind the sign? Guess we are. A 2-mile walk. Oh, that's nothing fun. Look at those dogs' paws. That is some strange paws.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
And I think that's as good of a place as any to end this episode. As always, I ask that you like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and to watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media site, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.